you been? Not heard a word since don't know when. Did you get my letters? Well, how about it then? Why won't you speak? Are you so afraid of me? Stop evading me. Say hello. Am I not your friend anymore? Say hello.
Wonder what she expects of me. Am I still the person she knows? Wonder what she detects in me. Am I nearly certain it shows? For something happens when I see her eyes, and they still mesmerize. Wear a good disguise or give it all away. Will I see any change in her? Will she be receptive to me? I could feel how estranged we were, and I know how firm she can be. But something happens when I see her eyes, not a trace of compromise. As our tempers rise, it started yesterday. Then I tried to bury her dreams in me. Funny now how scary it seems to be, feeling what I feel when I look in her eyes. Look at me and I turn to her, and the damage she may have done. Now I sting from the burning blur, and I'm never certain who won. But something happens when I see her eyes, those I used to idolize. I left a lucky prize for someone else to find. So please, don't let me change my mind.
This reminds me of a certain teapot stand. You know, the one that Mr. McMillan thought you must have been drunk when you... Pete says you've been working on this for a couple of years now. What clock are you racing against?
So what else does Pete say?
Only that you've designed it yourself and you're hoping to build houses for sale.
Pete's my PR man.
Well, he fills me in on all the news I don't get from you. Did you know Dougie's getting married? Don't ask me who. One does lose touch with one's brother when one lives in London and one's brother lives in the high Arctic. I'm staying with Sheila and Pete. Mom's got about all she can handle right now, so, and all his in-laws, and I know, should I call my brother's in-laws family?
If you didn't choose them, they must be.
Well, they're not my family, they're Dougie's, and he can put up with them. I should say future family, it's not fait accompli yet.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
You give him the benefit, I'll give him the doubt.
But you flew 7,000 miles to see him anyway.
Some people go to fires, I go to weddings.
I guess I'm just not destined to get anything done tonight. Pull up a chair. Tea?
Sure.
Jasmine, Earl Grey, English breakfast.
Oh, I don't know, Michael. I just stick my claws in the cupboard and whatever sticks to them I drink.
English breakfast. So how's life in Old Blighty?
Oh, don't start! Oh, you should be glad you weren't with me yesterday. It was just not a happening thing. First, there was this cerebral nonentity named Jack Miller. He comes in, he wants to see the campaign he commissioned last Tuesday. 36 hours from when the ink dries on the contract. He wants to see conceptual art, only he didn't tell us that. He just expects to see it.
So what did you do?
I grabbed the next flight over here.
My credo is, never solve a problem you can dodge. I swear by it.
She talks like a jingle.
It looks like he's single.
She's really made herself a name.
Yeah, the Wicked Witch of the West End.
She's making 5 zeros. De Winters are heroes, but I'm not even in the game. So now we're filling in the spaces.
He's pretending to really care, and while we're making a conversation,
No, it's more like a questionnaire.
is there a feeling worth holding on to, or a matter of protocol? There must be a way of breaking down this wall.
There was this girl named Kathy. She wasn't a skier. I guess you'd have to call her a would-be groupie. She started following me around the weekend of the championships. Man, she was cute. We went out a couple of times. Nothing really happened. As soon as the championships were finished and I didn't bring home any trophies, well...
Poor Michael, such a loner. His love life needs a donor. Existence must be so mundane.
What about you?
I'm accident prone.
Amazing, always flirting, the effort she's exerting, a shame it's going down the drain. And as we're filling in the spaces and we're reading between the lines,
And though I'm met with a cool refusal,
and she's sending me valentines, but will you look at what Angie's up to, as my mother will always say.
and mine says, why did you let him get away?
Do you remember your 5th birthday?
Do you mean the time when I was going to give back all my presents and be 4 again?
Yeah. Oh, your mom was such a trip. Do you remember those piggy banks that she used to make out of a little bleach bottle to sell at rummage sales?
And I remember when you were the May Queen.
Oh, scary. Dancing around that maypole like a demented fairy. That's when my mother used to dress me up like on the good ship Lollipop. No wonder you started calling me
Angel wings, things that are written with sacrifice wings. Angel wings, birds of a feather should stay
Of
together.
course, I had the biggest crush on you.
You did?
Oh, come on, you knew that. I wasn't exactly subtle.
There you go with your newfangled slobber jobber. There you go with your newfound friend. Cross the street with the old rusty slower. Go and look away when they enter a friend. Hand in hand with a pigtailed navel, making faces to catch her eye. Writing notes in your left hand and dribble, scribble. Wait, does she have enough to reply? Me, I'm happy to be rid of you. Now I have a better point of view. Girls are tender and richer than boys. I can tell that when I hear them tread on us. Close your eyes with a cute little jingle, giggle, charmed, I'm sure, by the way you show. Thanks for love, that sweet little mama. Is this it? Will the world ever know?
I remember when I asked Carla to ask you if you had any hobbies, if you collected anything, and do you know what you answered?
No, I did.
Dust. You collected dust.
Come on. You were always one of the beautiful people.
Thank you, Michael, but that was not the consensus at the time. The days when the world would end if I didn't have a date. You know, I almost laugh now when I hear my son Robbie go on about it because, I've been there.
As the sunlight paves and the world is still unknown, and you bite your nails and you wait for him to phone, senselessly beaten and beaten senseless, the very thing that sweetens you is leaving you defenseless. Easy to be stepped on, easy to betray, easy to be led around and easy to display. Funny little stories, hear what someone said. Funny to be laughed about and wishing I was dead.
Hey, Angel Wings! I saw you at the volleyball game.
Yeah?
Who's the blue number 16 t-shirt?
What's it to you?
See your boyfriend?
Well,
Come on, fess up.
actually, not anymore. Tommy and I just sort of broke up. Well, I mean, we're going to.
Why?
I don't know. Why do you keep calling me that? Angel Wings. It's childish. Nobody else calls me that.
Good, then I have Angel Wings all to myself.
Michael, grow up. We're not in the Playtown Club anymore.
I'm just teasing
Well, I don't
you.
want to be teased right now.
I guess you want to be left alone, then.
Michael, why do you guys have to be so boar-headed?
I don't know why you're so steamed.
What's the matter with me? I mean, first he says, yes, of course, when I invited him to dinner, but we couldn't set a date. Now, when I try to pin him down, he doesn't actually say no, but he Well, he seems to be trying to.
Well, how many times have you asked him?
Every time I see him, one time he was on his way out and he didn't have time to talk to me. The last time he just sort of went, yeah, sure.
Well, people do that. It's a little game they play. You shouldn't be too eager.
But then he might think that I don't want him.
I think he's got the message.
Not do I come on too strong?
No, but maybe he just misses the thrill of the chase.
Why would he chase me?
You're a good-looking girl. In fact, you're almost what I call pretty.
Yeah, remember you were talking to the girl in braids and braces who you couldn't face in grade 3.
Because I was too shy.
I thought because I was too ugly.
When I first saw you here, I had to look closely. I was afraid I'd embarrass myself if you were somebody else.
Oh, but it makes me so mad. I mean, when I think of the times that we went out and I didn't really feel like it, I'd be tired or depressed, but I went because I didn't want to lose him, and then he'd expect me to be up all the time, always laughing at his stupid jokes.
Of course. Why shouldn't he?
Well, you're just one guy sticking up for another.
Is he supposed to be a mind reader? If you say yes, how's he supposed to know you mean no?
Well, I don't really mean no. I just mean...
Can he know that? To him, you're just in a lousy mood. He doesn't know why. You have to tell him when you don't feel up to it. He won't guess it.
Oh, I hate it when you are so reasonable.
I'm sorry. I guess I can't say anything right.
No, try to do something wrong for a change, just to let me know that you're a
Angel
human
Wings.
person.
Angie, when I think of some of the girls I know in this school, the ones who hang around the pizza pad, with their faces painted like corpses, you deserve to be happy. You deserve somebody.
Really?
Really. Hey, good luck. I really do hope that things will work out with you and Tommy.
Yeah. Thanks.
High school morning, clearing out my locker early, trying to straighten out her curly hair. My adoring, hit him with a scare of venom, putting on a splash of denim wear. It's too long a time for staying in one place, staying in the race, or giving him a chase. It's too good a day for keeping up the pace. I'd rather do it on my own. Just walking the dog and riding my bike. I'm tipping my hat to someone I like. I'm batting a ball, I'm hitting a strike just like a young man. I'm driving a nail, I'm driving a car. I'm getting the urge to enter a bar. I'm trying to have a hat, I'm trying to cigar. Regard the young man. Tired of scoring, climbing up the gossip ladder, that'll only make a matter now. High school morning, dreaming of a Spanish villa, all the comfort nature will allow. It's too long a day for staying in one place, staring at one face, or getting on my case. It's too long a time to keep a sense of grace. I'd rather do it on my own. Just walking the dog, I'm riding my bike, I'm tipping my hat to someone I like. I'm batting a ball, I'm hitting a strike just like a young man. I'm driving a nail, I'm driving a car, I'm getting the urge to enter a bar. I tried on a hat, I tried a cigar, regard the young man.
Beautiful people are all allowed. Beautiful people can join the crowd, mingle and marry and multiply. I know who they are, but who am I? If it matters anything, if I'm going anywhere, if I stay with anyone and will be. Hello? Oh, I didn't know you played the piano. You're in my math class, aren't you? I've seen you. You're Richie, aren't you? Oh, I remember the essay that you wrote a couple weeks ago on transactional analysis. I don't think that most of the class had any idea what you were talking about, but I I know that I identified with the adult very much as opposed to the possessive parent or the obsessive child. I really think that the adult was... Oh yeah, well, of course you know that already. I mean, the way that most of the girls in this school behave, I think they're really... Oh, you do too, eh? I don't see you at very many of the school dances or anything. Oh, yeah, no, I don't either. They're not very stimulating. I take a good book over that every day. So, what do you do to relax? Oh, yeah, my uncle sent us one of those for Christmas once. It took us 6 months to figure out how you do it. Oh, I suppose you did it in 20 minutes. 5? You did it in 5 minutes? I'm impressed.
It's really something what I've waited for. I'm created for something. I'm supposed to be who I chose to be somehow. One should never be all alone. And I like your hair. Someone gave you all those clothes. Those are quite a pair. Like the ones my mother sews. They're not really bad. They're just sort of quaint and bizarre. Would you like a bite? Grab a pizza after school. No, I'm turning right. Then hang a left before the pool. Well, that's really great. Get a chance to know who you are. Something in the air that I feel today. Something in the world's turning out okay. As he takes my hand, he took my hand.
So you know Lucille, we've been friends since don't know when. Well, it's no big deal, never mention her again. By the way, you know, you have little spots in your eyes. Something in the air that I feel today. Something in the world's turning out okay. As he takes me home, he won't be home. Is it getting late? I have homework. I do too. And it's after 8. But tomorrow I'll see you. So we'll say goodbye. But I know I'll see you again. Something in the air that I feel tonight. Something in the world's turning out alright. And I know it will. I know it will. Michael!
Hi, Ange.
Here are those notes you asked for.
Great.
What you doing?
I'm trying to design a swing.
Looks complicated.
It is, very.
What's it for?
The Erickson Scholarship is worth $5,000, which I need if I'm going to go to engineering school.
Well, that would help, I guess. What is this supposed to be?
It's supposed to be a teapot stand.
Oh, that's good.
Mr. McMillan says he thinks I must have been drunk when I made it.
You don't drink.
I tried to explain that to him, but he didn't believe me.
You're just too good to be true.
I guess so.
I don't know if you realize this, but I wasn't in math yesterday. I skipped.
Oh, why did you do that?
I had a dentist appointment.
Well, that's okay.
Don't you wonder whose notes those are?
Whose are they? Sheila's?
No, Sheila wasn't there either, so whose do you think those are?
Please, I am trying to work.
Do you know Richie Adams?
Yeah, a nice guy.
That's whose notes they are.
Good. Then I might pass this time.
Very funny. As a matter of fact, he's taking me to the symphony tonight.
Oh, great. I think they're playing Holst's The Planets tonight. I would go, but I gotta finish this.
Well, do you think I should go?
You'd be like Holst, sure.
What's he like?
Do you like Hindemith?
Who's he?
I was gonna say if you like Hindemith or maybe even Bartok, then you might like Holst. Otherwise, maybe not.
Well, it doesn't tell me anything. Should I go with Richie or not?
Sorry, I can't help you. Unless you know your musical frame of reference, there's not much I can help you with.
Yeah, thanks. You really ought to cut down on your drinking.
I guess so. Are you coming to the game at noon?
Oh, I don't know.
Sure could use your support.
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Oh, and you won't forget about Sheila's party on Sunday.
No, I've written it down.
What time can you pick me up?
How's 7?
Wasn't that leaving it kind of late?
It's the only time I've got to study.
When Richie's coming.
Great.
Yeah. It is, isn't it?
I tell you what, since I already know where he lives, I'll pick him up first, and then I'll go get you.
Fine, Michael. That'll be just fine.
On Monday morning, I looked out and it was raining. I had a feeling I'm unsure about.
Are you all alone? Do you feel me standing here like the hardest stone, standing firm but so austere? Are you really scared? Because if you are, so am I. Something in the air you won't feel tonight. Something in the world isn't working right, but I understand. I understand. Now you better come and dry off.
But what about...
The police will take care of him.
But we can't leave
We
him.
have to.
But he loved me.
No, he didn't. Believe me, Angela, he didn't.
Something in the air that I feel tonight. Something in my life may be taking flight, and I know it will. I know it will.
And so, the greatest skiing expedition of all time commenced at 6 a.m. precisely.
6:37. I wasn't ready.
6 a.m. precisely. I was.
Well, maybe it would have been the greatest ski expedition of all time if I'd seen the tree. So what did I do wrong?
You panicked.
How's
You
that?
pulled out of a perfectly good turn.
But I was heading for this
You would have
tree.
missed it if you kept on going. It's all in the timing.
So I panicked.
You just make the right move at the right time and don't be shy. How does your leg feel?
I can barely move it.
It's just a bruise. You'll be up and skiing again in no time.
Then it's a bruise that's very sore.
No, I was just kidding.
What is so funny?
Oh man, I wish I had a picture of this.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate the humor of the situation because I don't.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh.
Then the first aid attendant wrapped my leg and you drove me home.
How does it feel? I know this road is really bumpy.
What? Oh, you mean my leg.
I phoned Dr. Redding. He's up waiting for you. We'll be home in a couple of hours.
I knew you'd been looking forward to this for weeks and then...
Gee, I guess this means you're going to need a chauffeur.
When I think of the look you gave me, I thought I'd die. You were happy to see me, and I wondered why. Though I lay with my throbbing ankle, you only smiled, like a motherly father with an ailing child.
Now give me your hand. We're home.
Look at me, I'm afraid of falling straight to the gate. Is it me who's stalling? Letting go can be so enthralling, waiting for the moment when the time is right.
Then look at the color, the feeling, the action is clear. Don't talk about waiting or wasting the rest of the year. It's perfect timing. wrong. So next time you're on a pair of skis, you better remember.
And I'm feeling the world around me like I should care. And I run to the window for a breath of air. Am I starting to take my chances to break away while everyone's looking for a game to play? Look at me, I'm afraid of flying, a chance circumstance, and I'm not even trying. Would I sell if there's someone buying, waiting for the moment when the time is right?
Then look at the surface, the aura, the tension is strong. And think of the angle, direction, you're where you belong. It's perfect timing.
Perfect timing. I am no good at closing the deal, about letting him know the way I feel. He says he respects me. Well, maybe that's true. I don't want to press. I want him to guess the penalty for wanting more.
Dad, can we talk? Need a friend, want to know how far to bend. She and I have been spending days on end. You and Mom didn't do everything you wanted to. You were cool and you knew what's right for you. Knowing when, knowing her, and knowing my mind.
Does he know who I am? Maybe I'm much
knowing
too
what I
shy.
infer, maybe I'm
Is it wise to flirt with another guy?
Some people say if I cared I would sleep with her.
I wouldn't give up trying.
Maybe the truth is I'm scared I'm in deep with her.
Maybe I'll tell him now.
Maybe I'll take my time.
If love is the basis for sex, then why is the world so complex? Am I being selfish, or is he too cool or crazy? Who knows? I'll see where it goes. The penalty for wanting more.
What to do, what to say, fearing she might go away, leaving me to decay in disarray. In the time that we spend, funny how our lives can blend. I don't know, can you mend a broken friend?
I wish he would touch me.
I mean, I know people who say they have to sleep together before they know if they're right.
I need him to touch me.
Then again, maybe you have to know you're right first, and then sex shouldn't be the deciding factor.
Just to show I'm not poison. Gotta dress apart for the role that I'm playing. Gotta make a splash if I mean what I do. Gotta put the punch in the words that I'm saying. A laugh, a grin, a smile or two. Gotta let him know I'm a woman of passion. Gotta let him see there's a brain in my head. Gotta let him hear that the cymbals are crashing in style, in art, in love, in bed.
Beautiful people are so bizarre. Beauty is part of their repertoire. Fondled and favored and fickle as well. Born in a brothel and raised in hell.
Those who are well will last forever.
Beautiful people will always win. Beauty knows how to get under your skin. Kidded and cuddled and carried away. Get where they are by the games they play. The uninspired thought that accounts for a dreadful lot is that courage means the guts to do what everybody tells you to. The secret of the game is that everyone's the same, but still somehow nobody knows the evidence their body shows.
Gotta get on top of the road that I'm taking. Gotta get a grip or I'll be waking up dead. Gotta have respect for the rules that I'm breaking. Beautiful people, I could be over my head.
And you did it, too. You came to see my mother.
And she could tell an act when she saw one.
Oh, and oh, did she have great designs on you.
Yes, well.
Well, like we said about conniving mothers, it's the only topic of conversation around her house, 24 hours a day for 17 years. The point is, you passed with flying colors.
Even to the point of being invited to go camping.
You probably don't even know how to pitch a tent.
Do I know how to pitch a tent? I went to Girl Guides, you know. It's easy. You take this pole here, and you connect it to this pole here, and then the spikes.
No, you have it all backwards. You have to raise the pole first and then spike them.
Oh, well, of course. Everybody knows that.
All I can say is you better like pork and beans.
What would camping be without pork and beans? It would be like apple pie without ketchup, or like lasagna without honey. It would be
I'm
like...
glad you've got the outdoor spirit.
I can't wait to try mountaineering.
You'll hit it off with my sister, and Sally, she'll try anything once.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you. Sally and I are going to try. Are you ready for this? Trout fishing.
2 girls in a fishing boat. This I gotta see.
An important part of any friendship is learning to get along with the other fella's family.
You shouldn't have any problems. Now, all we need is a harmonica and a juice harp, and we're in business.
It is a nice break from the Freaks and Weirdos Club, though. All year, some of the class have been playing a little joke on Mr. Hauser. He keeps attendance every morning, and Donnie added an extra name to his list, Master Bates. So every morning, Hauser calls out, Master Bates! to a bunch of immature guffaws.
Sounds like something Donnie would do.
And it is so silly. It is just an innocent little word. Everybody is so shocked when they hear it, and it's something everybody does at some time or other. I mean, I'm sure all those tough macho men do it. Do you do it, Michael?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Well, I mean, it is a little ridiculous to repress nature, isn't
It
it?
depends. I'm sure there are lots of things in my nature you'd love to see repressed.
Honestly, you are such a prude. I was just asking an innocent question.
Well, people make it sound like it's a choice between a stark existence and a hedonistic orgy. Where does romance fit in?
I don't know. Where does romance fit in?
Where did Sally go?
She and Dougie are out in the canoe.
Maybe we should let them know we got a fire going. Perhaps we could roast marshmallows or something.
You mean mushy mooloos?
What?
That's what you used to call them.
Like I called you angel wings.
Don't you sometimes wish we just met?
How do you mean?
I hate it when my friends know all these little embarrassing things about me. I'd rather you didn't know me when I was 4.
I don't know. We might never have broken the ice.
Right, it would be very hard to imagine what it would be like without the ice broken.
Well, what are you talking about?
So who do you think has done it?
Done what?
You know.
What's this new obsession of yours?
Oh, are you even curious?
I don't lay awake at nights thinking about it.
I'll bet you Donnie and Carla have. I could tell by that smarmy grin on Carla's face a couple of weeks ago.
So? Is the world a better place for
What
it?
makes you so high and mighty?
I just think it's silly.
But if they love each other...
Love each other? Bullshit! They just want to get laid.
Sex is bullshit?
Cheap sex in the back of a car. Yeah.
Well, it's good nobody's offering you any then.
I think I'll go and see if Sally and Dougie have finished with the canoe.
Yeah, you do that. Does it matter anymore?
Somebody promised a miracle. Somebody promised to tell me who to be. So complimentary, discreetly vivacious, a fish out of water.
I just got yelled at. She just sort of whines like a cat in heat. Oh, Angela, don't you ever think of anybody else? And Chrissy just lies around the house sulking. I wish she'd just get on with it. I mean, I can't believe she left Bob. He's perfect for her. Macho and sentimental, put up with all her moods and her self-pitying bullshit. Who else is going to listen to her? And if I have anything on my mind, I'd better steer clear because there's only room for one problem in this house. I mean, Chrissy gets whatever she wants because she knows how to cry. I'll bet if I came in sobbing instead of screaming, a tear in the eye gets further than a clenched fist, I guess. Even if underneath the feelings are still the same. Oh, I know. Believe me, I know she's hurting, and I know she's not really to blame, but if it's just that she's crying that loud that nobody can hear me. She leaves her husband, and that's just the worst thing that can ever happen in this world. I find my friend hanging from a tree with his eyes bulging out, and I'm supposed to grin and bear it. I'm not allowed to feel shell-shocked or rejected. Or guilty. No, guilt is okay, I guess. I mean, Chrissy only left Bob. She didn't kill him. Well, I guess I didn't actually kill him, though. Did I? I mean, I didn't tie the rope.
Empty and lonely and scared of the night. Without the skill, I've lost the will to fight. Love on the pages, but lies in the air. A pretty scene with little meaning there. Somebody promised a miracle. Somebody promised a better way to be. Kindly romanticized and strangely exotic. A best-selling novel by me. Am I losing control of my life? Am I waiting for miracles that never come true? Am I wasting it all just for you?
Oh, Sheila, I've never felt like this before. It's like somebody has taken over my mind. I don't know what I feel. I don't know if I feel anything. Michael? Oh, I've given that guy so many chances. I want to be in control for once in my life. I know I'm not doing a very good job of it. Sex? Yeah. Oh, let's just say he has a bon derriere.
Brazen and tacky and hard to ignore. I'll begin it all, I'll win it all and more. Blessed with a figure and charmed with a smile. I've paid the dues, I'll break the news in style. Or I could stay here and wait for a miracle. Stay here and wait for whatever comes along. With sweet civility, unbounding good humor, complacently waiting for you.
Michael,
You didn't call me. You didn't get food poisoning this time, did you?
honestly, you expect me to follow you around like a little puppy dog.
You told me yourself that you had problems to work out. I left you alone because I thought you needed space.
Space! I can hardly breathe with you around me.
What have I done?
You're in everything, Michael. When I get up, I'll look at a certain sweater that I maybe wore one time when we were out. Another time I'll see something and wonder, what would Michael think of this? Oh, he probably hated. It's not good enough for him.
You don't need to worry. I didn't get it. I'm the one who wasn't good enough.
There is nothing in my life you don't own a piece of. I want my life to be mine.
I didn't get the scholarship. I won't be going to engineering school in September.
I'm sure your parents could help you.
They've helped me enough. My father won't have anything to retire on.
Well, I have to work for my education. I'll have to find a job this summer because I've got tuition to be paid at the end of August. I've got about $800 saved from babysitting, but it's not nearly enough.
Somehow, I don't doubt you'll get it.
Why do you say that?
I don't mean it the way it sounds, but everything is so assured with you.
What are you talking about? Everybody expects you to make it. Your place in line is held. Nobody's ever doubted you for a minute. Michael's smart, Michael's secure, Michael's reliable. Whenever you accomplish something, everybody makes a big fuss about it. You don't hear them oohing and ahhing over my pictures, do you?
Well, I guess I'll have to work and try again next year.
It's a drag.
Yeah, a real drag.
In a way, it's refreshing to see there's something in this world you haven't mastered to perfection.
Actually, I could use some cheering up. How would you like to take a drive up to Coldest Lake tomorrow?
I can't. Chuck and I are going to play softball. His office has its own team, and he's asked me to be on it, so I said I would.
Chuck?
Yeah, he's my new boyfriend. You know, I said I had things on my mind? Well, that was it.
So, you're feeling better now?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you aren't upset anymore. So, how are you and Chuck?
Groovy. Peachy keen.
I think you should know that you made me believe it was me who you were in love with.
Yeah? How's that?
Angela, for heaven's sake. We went camping together. We did everything together.
Not everything.
No, you're right. We had not achieved the exalted state of fuck. But you phone me every other day. What other conclusion could I come to?
Oh, Michael. You should know by now. That's just me. I'm like that to everybody. We're just friends. That's all we ever were. I mean, I was going out with Tommy. Now I'm with Chuck. You know Ricky Greenspan? He thinks I'm in love with him, too.
But the phone call's in the middle of the night. You know what everybody says. Girls don't call guys in the middle of the night unless they're...
Everybody? Who have you talked to? Michael, grow up. You've only known me for most of your life. Honestly, you think you'd know better. You're just not boyfriend material.
You never asked me if the world revolved around you. You never asked me, was I hot or was I cold? You never called me when my life was run aground. You just made me feel bought and sold. You say these feelings are in my imagination, but do you realize the joke was all out of you? A very subtle act of prestidigitation. I had my dream, I had a hint of self-esteem, but I was hoping for something more. There was a fire in me, and it was burning so bright. A great desire in me, but you extinguished the light. If I could close my eyes and never think about you, to learn to compromise and never give a care, I know it may be wise to learn to live without you, but somehow you'll always be there.
Yeah, because I could smell that sawdust as soon as I walked into the place.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about the smell. I've been building the Grand Canyon in the spare room. I picked up this H.O. Pike at the hobby shop that had a fire sale, so, yeah. So, how you been?
Well, you can see. Carrying an extra passenger.
Looks like he's coming close to a stop.
She's due any day now. I mean, I don't know for sure it's she, but I just have a feeling about it.
Wishful thinking, perhaps?
I don't know. I'd call this wishful thinking.
Okay, no more questions.
May I sit down?
Of course.
I feel like a hippopotamus.
Funny you don't look like one.
Imagine me as a mother.
Yeah, really.
Yes, sirree. This will be an interesting little experiment.
Take heart. I was an accident too, you know.
This is no accident. No babies don't come from storks. I always laugh when someone calls their baby an accident. It's impossible. Then again, Maybe Chuck was an accident.
So what does Chuck do?
He broods. And he breeds. He should have been a farmer. He win a 4-H award for this one. He sells insurance. Has for 15 years.
I didn't know he was,
Oh, come on. Most of the guys I've gone out with have been at least 30. Except for Tommy. Don't you know women prefer older and more mature men?
And the most attractive ones get their pick, right?
Funny, I don't remember ever picking them. I think we just happened to walk into the same church at the same time, and there was a wedding going on, so we said, why not?
Does married life agree with you?
You don't ask questions like that of a married lady.
It's kind of pointless to ask it of a single one.
Oh. There's some truth in that. It's sort of nice and sort of crazy and sort of hot and cold. I mean, what isn't?
A strange thing that happens only once in a while when my mind seems to slip away. Along comes a stranger with a gift to beguile and a new set of games to play and nothing to say. Well, I'm just a sucker for a succulent smile, and I laughed at the things he said. I mean, love is a subject to be handled with style, but he took me straight to bed, and I wonder about the dreams I had. He touched me and a chill went down my spine each time he kissed me, and the thrill I thought would never go away. My chance to discover something more than a smile was to count every coup he's flown. For each revelation that I add to his file, I've a cuckold to call my own, and I wonder about the dreams I had. He touched me and a chill went down my spine each time he kissed me, and the thrill I thought would never go away. If it matters anything, if I'm going anywhere, if I stay with anyone, it will be him. The time that I waste on him to make up his mind, while my own seems to disappear. The lawyers are ready and the papers are signed, but I'll wait just another year, and I wonder about the dreams I had. He touched me and a chill went down my spine. I'm so afraid he'll never go away. Go away, go away, go away.
Oh, it's starting.
What?
The contractions.
Now? You're gonna have this now?
I didn't come here looking like the Hindenburg because of gas, honey.
Why aren't you in a hospital or something? I mean, you didn't tell me that you would do now. Are you premature?
This is the day.
Oh, hold it here. I suppose you plan to have this right here in my living room?
Believe it or not, there are less friendly places.
But what about Chuck? Shouldn't I call him?
You do it and I'll split your lip.
Somehow I imagine this will not be like this.
Call Dr. Matheson. His number is in my purse.
Where's your purse?
On the Chesterfield next to you.
I can't find it.
Now, let me see. Look under D.
Your labor has just started, hasn't it?
I've been in contractions for the past 6 hours. Until now, they've been about 20 minutes apart.
So what do you want me to do?
Just call him. He'll tell you.
Okay, I'm calling him. Now, what do I say?
Just tell him.
Hello, Dr. Matheson. Yes, this is Michael Johnson. I'm calling on behalf of a patient of yours, Angela Richardson.
Naismith. My name is Naismith.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I got the wrong name. It's Angela Naismith. She's expecting a baby. Well, the contractions are getting closer together, a lot closer. Okay, thank you. Bye.
What did he say?
He said to relax. He's making arrangements for you at the hospital. He said for you not to move and to call him when you feel them 10 minutes apart.
Bull. He did not say that. I've got to get to that hospital.
Will you just relax?
I think I just felt my water break.
What does that mean?
I mean, I've got to go now.
All right, I'll call him back.
No, take me now.
Just calm down.
Now, I feel like a leaky waterbed. Michael, will you shut up and start your car?
I don't have a car.
Then call a taxi.
All right. Can you move?
Of course I can.
Hello, can you send a cab to 4033 Old Dundas Street? This is an emergency. It's a baby. That's right. Thank you. Bye. Now just stay cool.
Is he coming?
And then look, you gotta understand her. I don't know the first thing about obstetrics.
You don't need to worry as long as you get me there in time.
Then the doctors will put you under, right? It's just like an operation and I can just go home, all right?
Well...
Oh, what do you mean by that?
It's natural childbirth. I'll be awake. I was hoping you'd be here.
Well, look what Chuck is missing.
I don't want Chuck.
Well, that's good, because he isn't here.
I want you.
No, Chuck is your husband.
But you're my friend.
Where's your coat?
It's over there on the chair.
Where?
I can get it.
I don't understand this.
You don't have to understand anything. Just get me to the
I am
hospital.
not going into the delivery room with you.
Why not?
Because it's not my baby, it's Chuck's baby.
Chuck isn't here. I need you, Michael.
How many times have you reeled me in with that one?
Oh, I really don't want to debate this. I'm going to have a baby and I'm in a lot of pain. And in fact, my husband is off screwing some kid. It's not my fault.
There are doctors and nurses there to help you.
Damn it, Michael, you don't get it. I need you. I don't want some doctor who I don't know.
It's not that you can trust old friends more, you know. It's just that you learn how far you can trust them.
But I've known you for so many years.
No, you haven't. You just knew me many years ago.
Michael, if you've ever felt anything for me, I need you because I'm alone right now and I've never been alone like this before. Please.
I used to shudder when you took my hand. It's very hard to make you understand. It scared me in a way I can't explain, but a feeling that I'm longing to regain. Now I'm happy in a way, I'm growing old, happy just to pass another lonely night. I may still be on my own. Doesn't matter, then again it's mine. Can I have freedom and liberty when I have never learned to care? What is the use of eternity with never a feeling to share? Not shabby for bedrooms.
She's thinking co-ed rooms.
The study could become a jail. A corner for sewing. You're kidding. It's going.
A sauna purely on a whim.
And as I'm filling in the spaces, I'm imagining this were mine. And while I see that it has potential, rearranged to my own design, but what it needs is a cozy feeling and a wide open space to roam. In short, I need to make this house my home.
There have been some rough times and odd jobs to pay the bills.
But at least you know what you want.
Do you?
Yeah, a hug. You
You
were
were-
right. We're both on a one-way ticket to hell.
I've been to hell, but I've come back. How about you?
How was the journey?
I know what it is to live alone, and I know what I can do if I have to.
Same here. But that doesn't mean we have to. There's a great expression. 2 rivers that flow into one can carry a bigger ship.
My father once told me that if a woman hurt me once, it was her fault. If she hurt me again, it was mine. I can also remember you telling me that we were just friends and that's all we ever were. Maybe we really should just be friends.
Tell you what, let's take the just out of being friends.